Have
What
one?
size?
I don't know.
Small, medium, large?
Medium?
Probably large.
Yeah.
Just with the way I
Big wrist. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bracelet from Maddie, everybody. Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
perfect. I love. These are cute. Thank you. All right.
You got one last year, right?
I didn't get one last year.
And I just made Alex one because I ran out last year and I took measurements and I never made more. Like the medics just when I didn't get one, they're like, "But you told us you were gonna make them," and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Oh, no.
Life got in the way. But I'll make another one.
Did you guys hear John? Did you hear John? He said who got voted out. Jeff.
Oh, I felt a raindrop.
Oh. Bring it. I just got one on my wrist. No, I need you to stop. Both.
All right, come on over. Our next challenge is called the way this is going to work is we'll all be at the table where the blocks are. One at a time, you're going to pick up the block, make your way to the table, balance the blocks on the tilt table, work your way back, the ball falls, if the block falls at any point in time, you've got to pick it up, return it to the table, start again. Once you've successfully placed it and made it back, you touch the table, hand off the rope to your next person, that's a live transfer. You're going to bring one block, stack it, come back, same thing. If any of the blocks fall and somehow are still on the table, they'll stay and we'll bring the other one back to the table for you. Here's, if any block falls and there's somehow still some stacked on the table, we'll pick up the ones that fall from the back. Here's the twist. This challenge will play for exactly 10 minutes. Whichever tribe has the most blocks stacked at the end of 10 minutes, the first two tribes will be immune. The other tribe will go to tribal council. If there's a tie, we'll let you know what the tiebreaker looks like if we get to that point. So we're playing for the most stacked at the end of 10 minutes. So you have to...
Is the tiebreaker like...
I'm not going to tell you what the tiebreaker is.
If we get all the blocks that before 10 minutes, that means...
If you can pull that off...
John, will we get a time warning when it's...
Yeah, we'll give you time throughout.
All right, so a Survivor Classic, wobbly table, blocks, having to stack the tower of blocks onto the wobbly table, but this time there is a time limit, so the tribes get 10 minutes to stack as many blocks as possible, and the two tribes with the highest towers by the end of 10 minutes will win immunity. If there's a tie, John said he'll explain the tiebreaker if we get there. So I'm gonna probably have to be a little more stationary just because I don't want to break their concentration. I'll be nice, you know. So we're gonna find a little spot probably, and flip this around. All right. There we go. So I have this angle. Actually, you know what? I'll get the angle since Taylor's over here. I will get the other angle, so you guys have two different viewpoints. There you go. So I'll be this viewpoint, and then Taylor will have the other viewpoint for you.
Survivors ready? Go.
Go, Nicole.
All right. Both tribes have a block on their table. Nicole switched off with Luke. Luke heading out. Luke heading back with the second block for Ricotta. Oh, sorry, I just cracked my sternum. Sorry if you heard that. Alex heading out. Nicole and Courtney using their buffs as a block holder so that they can have both hands. Wind's picking up just a bit. We'll walk in. Courtney now going out for Ricotta. David going out for Milwaukee. My bestie Alex getting me water so that I can stay hydrated in this freaking heat. Alex made his way back. Chris is now going out for Uhaka with their third. Courtney about halfway for Akata with their third. Courtney has the third block for Ikata. Chris taking his slow. Let's see if I can try to move it a little bit so you can see. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Now you can see all three of them. So Chris about halfway to putting his third block down. Courtney a little more than halfway back in order to tag out with Nicole. David almost back to the table, which will allow Daniel to go. Chris getting through Ohaka's table. Akata using the strategy where when you stack the tower, you don't let the sides of the blocks be flush, so you kind of turn it kind of like that, so that the edges are not, because it all lined up all flushed. It kind of gives the tower, it usually gives the tower more stability when it comes to stacking it. I've seen the strategies before. I have used this strategy before when playing in this challenge, and it is, in my opinion, every time that I have used this, like kind of like crisscross strategy, it does tend to work a little better than when they are flat, that they're flushed. So Akata is using the strategy that I prefer, and right now they are technically in the lead, so clearly it could be working. They just got the 5-minute warning, so we're about halfway through this challenge. And against the tribes with the big gust of wind. The tribes with the highest towers, the two tribes with the highest towers, will win immunity. Nicole's almost back to the table with her fourth block for Akata. Daniel about halfway back. Catching up to Sam. Sam now on her way with the fourth block for Uhaka. Daniel caught up some distance on Sam. So it just depends. Now, we're probably...
Okay, you got this.
Oh, sorry, I kicked my thing.
And then just go slow.
Honestly, I think for me what I would do is just, like if I were Uhaka, if I were
Good, Nicole.
Akata, and well, probably about maybe 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes down, probably halfway through. I feel like I would just want to stay. Big gust of wind again. I feel like I would just want to stay there and not move, which is what I think is exactly what Nicole's doing. I think Nicole is just standing there.
You might be good with that.
Rain is starting, even though it's nice and sunny.
Stay there.
Now,
Nicole.
Milwaukee and Nakata are just staying in place.
You statue, Nicole.
waiting to see if Oaxaca can even catch up in the time they have remaining. Which is literally the strategy I was just mentioning. Rain is coming down. I didn't bring any rain clothes.
Got this, Nicole.
Alex, Sam, and Chris have 2 minutes to at least try and tie. In my opinion, I think.
Just stay there.
Alex with the second block for Oaxaca. Probably about a minute and a half left, maybe a little bit less for Oaxaca. Chris is gonna have to book it with that third block. Oaxaca has 1 minute. Chris is going to literally have to book it.
Good job, Nicole.
45 seconds.
Chris has 40.
There you go. You're good.
You're good.
You're good.
All Chris has.
30 seconds.
Chris has 30 seconds.
No, Nicole, you're good. She doesn't need to.
No, just
right?
stay there, Nicole. Oh, wait. Do it in like the last. Actually, do it now. Do it, Nicole. Do it.
And just stay.
Yeah, stay there, Nicole. Yes.
5,
Chris places the third block.
3, 2,
Nice job, Yellow. Yes! Yes! Yes, good job. Good fucking job.
Ooh, I was holding my breath. Sorry, I couldn't. All right, so Okada is immune from tribal. They had 4 blocks on their tower.
Good job.
The tiebreaker is 1 block each, down and back. Yep, that is the tiebreaker. Move a little closer. Chris had 30 seconds to place that third block, and he got it.
Watch this. I'm gonna make sure their transfer is good.
I'm gonna sit on the table.
Hold on.
Oaxaca is currently in the lead.
I got it.
Okay, you can talk.
Alex is about more than halfway. Alex placing the second block for Oaxaca.
Yeah, David. You got this,
David trying to catch up to Alex.
Yes, David.
Milwaukee placing their second.
Go, David. Go.
Chris transitioning to grab the third and final block for Oaxaca. David about halfway from Milwaukee.
Rocket coming in with their third final block.
Alex and Sam.
5 more steps. I say go. I say go faster. Just go faster. Okay? No, keep coming. Just
Chris asking Sam to not talk to him so that he can focus.
nope. Just keep coming. I'll tell you when you can reach. Come. Faster. Okay, reach. Go.